being out in the cold. And I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, out in the cold. And I don't mind not knowing where to go. Where do I go? But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. Yeah. I don't mind the path that I had to walk, and I don't mind all those words that I had to talk, and I don't mind all those flings that I had to fling, and some of those words I spoke I just had to sing. I just had to bring the best that I had to give, and being tested by these blessings that I had to live, changing dressings on the scars that I had within. It's a daily operation, you just gotta grin before it gets too grim and life pins you in. You gotta think like a shark and show your fins, whether alone in the dark or with an audience. Believe you're the hottest commodity since the iPhone lobotomy. You follow me? I'm hoping probably. I'm talking openly and don't know where the rope could be. The crosshairs, the red dot, or the poison drip. So take a message from this song, that's all I have to give. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. They leave you in the rain, then hang you out to dry. I wonder how so many people get by. And then one day you wake up and start to realize that anyone you know could be called up at any time. Can't press rewind, can't flip the tape, so might as well not live in the past and dwell on hate. People talk strange shit to get to the gate, and if you know me well, you know I call them doors of fate. I take what I need, but not too much. I never open the door if the handle was hot to the touch. You gotta find an alternate way out of the flames. They want you in the spotlight, they want you just to take the blame. But all the same, it's like a wheel with these fucking hipsters. Instead of more rappers, we could use more active listeners. But I don't mind that a lot of things are actually happening, cause I'm a music slave and this is what I'm coming strapped with. Cause I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain.
All right. What's up, everybody? Hello. It is Tuesday night, March 12th, 2024. Let's go. We've got an awesome show for you tonight. Cabbages and Kings games over in Peoria Heights. They've got all kinds of stuff crammed inside of that little shop, and I've actually met the guy a couple times now at events, and it's going to be interesting because we're going to be maybe talking to him in the future here. We're going to be looking into maybe some collabs, so it's going to be fun. Guys, before we get into it, please do me a favor, smash that like button. Don't just hit it. don't just smash it. Obliterate the like button and share us out with your friends. And let's check it out, because there's going to be some interesting things that I'm kind of angling towards for game night. And we're going to be talking about that a little bit later. We had a great show for you last night, the Indoor Farmer. It was episode 126, I believe. And something I just thought of was yesterday, I believe, when it dawned on me that game night was number 52 this week. Number 52. That's one full year of doing this special episode to give back to my subscribers. So I'm happy that I've made it that far, and it's come a long way, man. We've gotten so much more like efficient at it now, or at least I have, other than trying to get players. That's the only hard part. But guys, yeah, thanks a lot. Oh, Jess, thanks for the followers. Appreciate that. Everybody in the house, already 16 over on the Facebook side, and I'm not sure who all is over on Rumble, but I appreciate you guys. I should say the non-Rumble side has 16. A couple of people watching from X. Appreciate you guys coming through on X. All the different locations and platforms. I see Mess popping through. What's up, Mess? How are you tonight? Scroy, how are you, bro? Yeah, we're going to do I'll probably wait until that 7:10 on the West Coast to do a dab. As you can see, I'm coming at you live from some kind of spaceship. So we're out here in outer space. I've got my trusty, he's my co-pilot. He also holds all my pens inside of his head. I made this in high school. I turned him a little bit because I broke his mustache. Look at that. Oh, man, he's got a broken mustache. Anyway, let's get it going, guys. It's going to be a fun one. I'm awake, the Mess says. Well, what's wrong, bro? Well, what happened? Were you in like a coma? Let's pull up the comments, and I'm going to do something like that. There we go. And I'm going to pull up the pictures that I have from this shop, and then tonight's sponsor spotlight, we're going to go check it out after the shop. We're going to look at the leafcycle.net. We've looked at it a couple times, and we're also going to look at it while we talk about, it's his connection to game night and how he's one of our awesome sponsors on game night. And I actually meant to do this last week, but I don't know if you guys saw it, but last week's review show was rough. I was pretty sick. I don't know like what I had. It wasn't really like a long-term sick thing, but man, I felt like doo-doo while I was up here last week. And what's funny is I've been playing my reruns, replaying all week's episode, all five episodes, and sort of rotating them in as I make new episodes. So I can't wait to replace the review episode with this one tonight. So definitely excited to have a little more excitement in the show. Last week it was just like I was like, like you could tell if you watch it again. I was just like clicking through by the end, and I couldn't even talk at the end. It was bad. I didn't want to get sick on the air. So, but it's been interesting for me because I pop in on the replays. So if any of you guys are interested, if you're bored throughout the day, there's nothing on your phone to check at the moment, go check out my replays. You don't even have to watch it. Get in there, say hi to me, because send me a message. And I'll see that you were there because I popped through. It's kind of fun. It's like I'm checking in on my TV channel all day long here and there. So it's pretty fun. Anybody that's finding me from that, I appreciate that over there on the Rumble, especially. X is a little different, but definitely getting some people popping through from there as well. Thanks again. So yeah, make sure you hit that like button and share us out. Appreciate that. And tag some friends. I didn't tag anybody, but I was able to share us out a bit, so that was fun. Retweeted, yes, Jess over on the X, and yes, that's what I'm talking about. And on the Rumble, I see Eric and Margaret on the Rumble as well. Thank you guys. I always appreciate the help. But yeah, let's show off some fun stuff. I'll try to keep it moving a little quicker today, and then we'll get to that sponsored spotlight. Do a little dab-a-rooney here pretty soon. Let's see. To download them. Okay, here they are. Yes. So first, before we get to the actual cabbage shop, I'm going to show you guys some food I had that's right next to this game store. It's Brenzino's, I think, is the name of the pizza place. I didn't do a real full review on it or anything, but it was worth taking a picture of. So I'm going to show you that first, just because I uploaded it at the same time, and it's fun. It's a good picture. makes me hungry. Paul, what's up, brother? We've got smoking, choking, and nerd roping in the house. I actually ate one of the nerd ropes tonight. It was a couple hours ago. Feeling pretty good. It's, you'll have to forgive me if it's not gonna, it doesn't affect me exactly the same way as a lot of other people as far as the edibles go. But I did give it a try. It was tasty. It was crunchy. Had all this nice nerd crunchiness to it. All right, so let's put that on the screen. Oh, look at this. Talk about tasty and crunchy. I mean, we got a pizza. I had already started to eat it, obviously. Make it a little bigger while we're looking at that. There we go. Tagged and share. Thank you, Brenda. Guys, I think I got to just about everybody on game night to get everyone's prizes out. So I'm happy to do that. I'd like to get it done faster, but sometimes, things happen. Also, what was it? If you guys have any issues with your prizes, and please, there's a couple things I need to put out about that as well. If you guys win a prize from somebody that is on Facebook, please, please follow them and please join their groups and things like that. By now we've got a lot of the same sponsors, so most of you should be kind of joining up in the groups and things. And specifically tonight, we're going to talk about this later, but I want to put it out while we have everybody in here. You guys, if you've gotten something from leafcycle.net, which is tonight's sponsor spotlight, you got to make sure you check in on the website because he does some other giveaways that are connected to your receipt. So when you buy something on that website, you can get into a giveaway. So you got to make sure that you keep an eye on that stuff. Plus, he and I and every sponsor should deserve this, but he brought it up to me, and I really would like to make sure we can get some proof posts. And if you didn't know where to put that, last night we talked about it. I want to say I forget who asked me about it, but the proof posts can go in the sponsors group. Is a great place to put it. You can tag the sponsor if you can't put it on your own timeline. And if you can't do that, ask me and maybe I can find somewhere better. But please don't just go putting it in any group because it would be most helpful if you go and you promote that person. So those are just a couple little things. And one other thing, if you cannot use or do not want to use the prize, if it's a gift card or if it's seeds and you're not a grower, any of those kind of things, let me know or try to find somebody that would want it because that's going to help the sponsor more to get them out to a new customer, spread their name out even further. So I encourage you guys, use it for another giveaway. You win something in game night, do a giveaway on your group or in your page or whatever. And that spreads the word even further for our sponsors. So I think those are things I'll try to keep putting out as much as I can. You want some Food Mist, but can't remember from who. Crystal, I don't know. I don't think I gave away any mist recently. Do not take that pizza down. I'm high, and that's a beautiful pizza, isn't it, Shannon? I'm just kind of chilling with the pizza. It's just like, the pizza was like 2 days more. I ate half of it, and then I ate 2 pieces, and then I had a piece left. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this place is cool. It's right next to the game shop. So if you guys are in Peoria, you want to go check out Cabbage and Kings, you can go right next door and get some badass brick oven pizza. So yeah, we're gonna get moving off the pizza. Sorry, Shannon. We gotta show you these wings from this place. The brick oven pizza place with the wings. Oh man, I forget what flavor these were, but ooh. Crystal, yeah, we can work it out. That would have had to be Grow Fam though. That would have had to be a Grow Fam show. Tonight we are live in Vet Codes. We're live in my group. If you guys haven't joined my group, Maccabees Live Market, presented by Waylon the Indoor Farmer. Yes, that's the entire name of the group. But it's just for my lives. We're live right there now. So if you haven't joined, go check it out if you can. If you want to support, it's it's just another place for me to go live, and no one else can share things into it. It's just another notification. And if you are live, if you're over there right now, I invite you over here to the page, Waylon the Indoor Farmer. And if you're somewhere else on the interweb, stay there. You don't have to come to Facebook. Actually, I want to show you the main picture first. That's not cool. Let me see if I can go backwards. Nope, can't go backwards. Oh well, we'll just get into it. You'll see the front door here at the end. You know what? No. We're gonna unshare it and we'll reshare it with the last picture first. How about that? If you guys didn't know yet, game night has changed a little bit. If you're trying to play in game night, you have to. It is connected to locals, so you have to get into the live stream that will be on locals on Sundays. So if you are a member of locals, you'll want to get that app or have a computer ready because you're already a member. You're already paying for it, so you want to participate. That's how we're going to do it. It makes things a lot faster and easier for me. But okay, this is Cabbages and Kings games. Peoria Heights, Illinois. I want to do a dab already, but I'm going to wait until that 7:10 mark. Jess says she remembers the winning. Okay, maybe you remember what show it was. Gemini Kyle, what's up, brother? Shane Mundy, hello. Okay, so it's a game shop with all kinds of memorabilia and different figurines and models, and painting and glue and all that. Let's see if I can. What is this? It's for a game called Warlock. I've seen that around a little bit. I've not played it, but okay, you got some Pathfinder. Switching to Foop made a pack of Switching to Foop mode. Geez, I'm looking at the wrong screen and trying to read your comment, Shannon. Food mode and pack a lunch. Okay, well, I should just pack a lunch because, man, I need to eat something, I guess. No, I'm actually really full. Did anybody see the reel that I put out just before the show tonight? I grilled out tonight for the first time. I was happy to get onto the grill. Grilled some chicken and some steak. So they got some Witcher memorabilia. They've got King of the Realms. Yeah, a lot of these things I don't know of, but that's what's cool about these shops too. You can go in there and just find a game, board game, or even card games and all kinds of stuff without ever knowing about it, and just start checking it out if you have some extra funds, Perry, they will have it written down somewhere. I'm sure we will be able to hit someone up and find out. But as you can see, though, in this game shop, they got the nice dry erase board, probably to help with different games. But then they got all the tables for different card games and tournaments. They have different theme nights, of course. You'll have to look into the themes. They did change their name. Oh, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. They did change the name of the game shop at some point, not too long ago. I think it was Titan Games. So you got more figurines, Pathfinder, and which is like a version of D&D that's kind of all laid out for you with a storyline and stuff like that. Okay, here you go. You got some more there's some games that are more like adult style games that you could just pick up and play. Like you don't have to be like a Dungeons and Dragons person or a Warhammer 40K person. So you have a lot of these different random type small games that are maybe with some dice or like there's a dueling game. There's let's see, Cat in the Box. There's Victorious. I don't know why these are looking fuzzy. This should be clear, but oh well. You guys can't even see it. Here, why don't I put it up on the screen? Here, I'll go back a couple times so you can see what I was looking at. Not satisfied with the size. Let's make it bigger. You know what I'm saying? Wah, wah. Okay. At least you could see. You'll still see one comment on the screen. Photos are not on screen. Thank you, Margaret. I appreciate that. I wasn't even seeing comments. All I had was like photos on the screen. All right, here we go. I don't know if you saw this one, but yeah, they got a lot of tables and cool covers of the tables. It's a very cool, just like I love the theme of these shops. They're for kids to have somewhere to go, not just kids, but the adults to get into this stuff. And actually, there's a lot of games that are much more geared towards adults that are harder to play for kids. But these shops that are kind of a nice safe place for like kids to have tournaments and to play with their friends. They've got a D&D night, I think, which is it's a different thing than you would play cards and everything else. Let's see. Okay, so this is the picture I was trying to show you guys. So you got Anarchy Pancakes. You got Take 5. You got Marble Mayhem. There's Cactus Town, like some random just games that just seem like fast and easy games. Werewords, so like werewolf, but with words. Okay. That's pretty clever. Twice as clever. Oh, wow. It's a sequel. Echoes. Aurum. Fantasy Realms. The Great Walnut. I know. What's that say? Jalmet? I don't know. Anyway, so there's a lot of different interesting things that you could just kind of look through. You don't have to be a, Magic player or somebody that wants to look for Pokemon cards, anything like that. There's other stuff, like this Dragon Shield game. It's a whole nother game. It's its own thing. And look at how like big it's gotten. Then of course you got Magic down there, and you've got a bunch of Magic cards in their case and all that underneath here, underneath the wands, Magic wands. Look at that. You can find a lot of fun stuff in these shops, especially if you're into that fantasy realm. But even if not, like I said, all these little weird games that are for like adults, like you got a lot of little card games that are for like Cards Against Humanities and stuff like those kind of things. That's all on here too. Poetry. What does it say? Poetry. The Netherlands or the Neanderthal. The Neanderthal. Okay. Can't read that one. That's tough. There's some different 3D printed, like that's alien looking dude. I forget what that's from, but it's a dice thing. You throw the dice in there, and dice don't go all over the place. A dice tower, they call it. Oh snap! It's a little dusty up there. Hey Misty, how are you? Cat in the Box. Why does that sound naughty? I don't know, Jess. It might be. There's a good chance. A clay rhino. Interesting. Some clay items. Some figurines. All your rando dice. Got a bunch of stuff, man. I'll go quickly because, you can't really pick it all up that easily. But there's this whole new Disney card game. I don't know if anybody's seen it. I forget the name of it. It's like Disenchanted or something like that. It's a Disney card game. I said, man, you feel like they would have done that a long time ago with all the money that's being made on these card games. But now they've got the Disney version. It's of course it's what you call a money sink. But hey, go buy if you're into Disney, it's a good way to get some more fun out of the characters and play an actual card game. Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Jeez, that sounds fun. Ghosts of Salt Marsh board game. The Wrath of Ashdolan. Takenoko. I'm not sure how to say that one. Code names. You got Blob Party. Oh, Blob Party sounds fun. Joking Hazard. That sounds fun. What's that say? Shaky Manor. E.T. the Extraterrestrial board game. That's cool. Stratego, Lord of the Rings. Interesting. Eternals. Unicorn Fever. Oh, Unicorn Fever. What's up, Ronald? How are you, bro? Rasta Rhino in the house. Cheers. Jumanji Small World. That one's cool. Azul Descent. All right, I got to keep an eye on the time. We got 10 minutes before I can delayed gratification. Get that medicinal intake on that West Coast 710. Let's do it. Witness. That sounds adult for sure. Spots. There's another cat in the box. Oh wow, I couldn't read Neanderthal. So that word is Neanderthal. Now that I look at the picture, I can figure out the word a little bit better. Wow. Welcome to Inglés, my friend. Okay, I'm here. Riding dinos. Okay. Kingdomo. Sticky Shulu. Kingdom Builder. That's probably a fun game. I like those kind of games. Tags. Interesting. All right, keep it going. You got your snacks. They got different kinds of your popcorns. It's from a place called the Popcorn Shop. Clearly, you got the salty turtle, cheesy sriracha. Oh wow, caramel corn. See, I'm not. The corn always gets stuck in my teeth. Movie butter popcorn. Oh, what's the top one? I don't know if I could see it. Something cashew. Does it seem right? Cashews on the. No, it's probably caramel. Maybe caramel. Yeah. It's a really nice little shopping center that they're in over there. So if you ever get a chance, go check it out, guys. You got Lord of the Rings cards, you got Magic cards, all the different like sets, and then you've got these clear sleeves for cards. Now, this is an idea I thought about, taking these sleeves, and you could put like things that you want to protect instead of going to get it laminated like your Social Security card or something. You could put those things in these little protective sleeves. It's just a thought I had, but I have lots of thoughts. Oh, interesting. Many faces of I don't know the guy's name, but it's the little man that plays Willow and the Leprechaun. I didn't realize he played the Leprechaun. That's pretty badass now that I know that. He was in Willow, the movie Willow. I don't know if anyone's seen that, but he wasn't much of a, he saves the day and stuff, but he was very much like a sort of cowardly, hero of sorts. Mad Mardigan was pretty badass, but he was cowardly as well. That's a good one. You just ate cereal, Crystal? Okay. Congratulations. I'm not a big cereal fan anymore. I used to love cereal, but it's not good for me. Look at this thing. I mean, I don't know what you call it, but I like it. It's bedazzled. You can get dice out of it. Watch out, bites. Okay, some more figurines, action figures, more dice, more. You got some, looks like handmade, like crochet dolls. That's right word, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, we already saw this mostly, but here's a better picture. Fantasy Realms Deluxe Edition. Kingdom Duel. Okay. Yeah, see, I would love to just try a random game if I had, some little bit of extra funds. Just go up and try a random game. Lanterns. Looks fun. Gap. Or is that Gape? No, it's Gap. Do you got a light bright? Because I got to send my neighbor a message through the window. Shannon, I'm not 100% sure what the code there is. Lots of peanut butter to cover the broccoli taste, and strawberries too. What are you talking about? Oh, you had a peanut butter shake with broccoli and strawberries? Holy cow. Okay, there it is. It's called Lorcana. Lorcana is the Disney game. I'm not going to be getting into that, but you know, if I didn't dislike Disney so much, it would be a really cool idea because of all the cool characters that my kid and I grew up on. But now, if they could just stop touching people's children and abducting people and such, I'd be much more inclined to be cool with Disney. Disney's just gone crazy, guys. Some more Magic cards. All right. You got your different elemental styles. You got your white, you got your blue, you got your red, you got your green, and there's black. Oh yeah, I played this for a short time. This is actually the shop that I went to sell all my cards back. I made about $260. Probably worth more than that, but that's how it goes when you got to sell them back. More snacks, more goodies. Looks very healthy and wholesome goodies. Maybe we could get Maccabees Live Market microgreens up in this place for snacks for these gamers. You know, what do you guys think? You want to be Ulsa? I'll be Anna. You want me to be Anna? Oh, you're still frozen, Shannon? Okay. Do you want to build a game shop? Oh, that's not right. So these are what you would call like your money, the big money cards in here. You know what I mean? Like there are cards worth thousands of dollars in Magic the Gathering. It is a racket for sure. You can collect them up, and you can find valuable ones just like on like Pokemon, other trading cards. But yeah, these look like pretty intense cards. Like that one there doesn't even have a connection. It says it's a token creature. Ooze. Okay. See, these would not be the money cards, right? Because they're all right out there on the countertop. That's not where the money's at. They're going to be down in here, like in the cases and stuff. You might be looking for a specific card in your deck, trying to fill out the deck. You know, that was the thing. Spicy repacks, $3 each, 2 for $5. And got them deals. I don't think I can turn that, so we'll just move on. I got more like these are cool. Like his son and him. I forgot his first name. I do apologize, but we didn't talk very long. But his son and him painted all of these. So they, not all of it. I'm not sure what portions they painted, but they sort of gave their own paint job to these Warhammer 40K creatures in different factions of the game. So it's fun that the painting of the models and everything. It's part of the allure of those types of games. Is that Peter Rabbit? The Velveteen Rabbit? Oh, there's a rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. I recognize that one. More cards. Same picture looks like. Basically, more cards in the cases. Definitely going to find all the new stuff like Lorcana, and you're going to find the older stuff like the Magic the Gathering and the Pokemon. Yeah, this is the new craze, I guess. The Disney card game. Probably some value in that, I'm guessing. All right, so I did take a bit of a video so these are all board games up here. I mean, that Orbis looks kind of cool. Barcelona, Wild Style. Was that Wild Style? Lost Cities, Block Ness. Like, just these are cool. Like, this is not something that goes to the point of you having to be involved in some like game group every week and where you don't have time for all those kind of things, but you can still pop through and just kind of like look at these. Like there's some really small ones that just a little box with some cards and maybe a dice or something, and there's a game going on. So I think it's fun, especially for families looking for something to do together. My son doesn't love the board games so much, with autism. Actually, they seem to, and this is what I've read anyway, they seem to connect much more to the digital world, video games and such. So we play the Switch a lot, but he also likes to draw and do other things, but board games aren't necessarily his strength or desire to play. So life-size Warhammer 40K guy. We got a bunch of different versions of superheroes and Iron Men. Posters. And there's some old school covers of different old school comic books and such. More 40K, more Warhammer 40K sculptures and all kinds of buildings and such. Look at that. Old school Super Nintendo with a bunch of games. I'm guessing it works. I play Super Nintendo through the Switch now, so that reminds me, I have to update my Nintendo Switch Online. So yeah, here's all your painting stuff and your workshop area for different sculptures and models. Oh, I missed it, Jess. Thank you very much. I should probably just finish this out and then I'll do one. Planescape, yes, more modeling, such. So I actually took a bunch of pictures during that video. That's why some of them are fuzzy, because I think it's because I'm moving my camera when I'm doing that. But yeah, Super Nintendo. Let's do a dab to that. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to do a dab to Super Nintendo. Shouts out to the thing that I grew up on. Do a tribute to Super Nintendo. This is a tribute to the greatest and best video game console in the world. Tribute. Now that's a reference to Tenacious D. If anyone gets that, 2 points. 2 points. Guys, I have a really a pretty fun episode coming up tomorrow night as well. Pretty excited about that. We'll talk about it a little bit later. Big opportunity for some new guests coming up. So definitely going to be looking towards that and looking to be, getting more guests on all the shows. But sometimes I just relax and I don't worry about bugging people to come on, So like I'll be getting back into it here and there and trying to schedule at least one guest a week within one of the shows. If you all are interested in coming up on a show as a guest, let me know. Anybody out there that has a professional background of any kind, always looking for some collaboration going on. All right, so heating up the Terp Slurper. I went back to the Terp Slurper. I'm going to have to get a new banger because the Terp Slurper is annoying, but it works for now. It works for now. So almost hot. If anybody's going to come in on this with me, medicinal intake device time, go get it. Anybody have trouble with that daylight savings time? I mean, I'm glad we saved it, but what was it in danger from? Were we going to lose it? Some places don't actually observe daylight savings time. I can tell you what doesn't observe it is the timer for my lights in my grow room. That doesn't care about daylight savings time. Smashly, what's up? Mario and Donkey Kong. Okay. Yes, for the Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong Country. I can hear the song in my head right now. Like Super Mario World was just like probably one of the best Marios ever, and they keep trying to like recreate it. And the newest Mario that came out is actually pretty good. I'm impressed with it. It's called Mario Wonders. So far, it's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Dabbing with me, Jess? All right, thank you very much. If you're out there and you're not a medicinal cannabis user, I am a medicinal user and a patient and a veteran. So this is not the thing I push. This is the thing that I do instead of whatever else everybody else is hung up with. I do the caffeine as well, I guess. I'll admit it. I'll have like a beer every now and then. And some migraine medicine here and there. All right, cheers, everybody. Appreciate the hangout. Please hit that like button. Delicious and nutritious. I don't know if it's nutritious, but it could be. You could put some mix some of those medicinal oils that you can breathe. Anybody ever been to an oxygen bar? I did a review for an oxygen bar not terribly long ago. They push the oxygen through a liquid, through water, but then the water also has different infused oils in it for medicinal purposes. Hey, what's up, Sir Steve-O in the house, you guys? I'll keep bumping that. Cheers, brother. How are you? If you haven't gone over there to Sir Steve-O's page, guys, hit up that post that he made. Show him some love. This is I gotta have the mic here, but then get my hands around it. All right, that's enough for now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of glass, and everything's fine. But I did knock it over. All right, so yeah, the Super Nintendo, definitely one of my faves for sure. All the models and different buildings and such. Fuzzy. But yeah, I wanted to see a little closer up version of this. Detective Comics, Justice League of America, Wonder Woman, Superman, Wonder Woman Wanted. Oh, she was a criminal. Green Lantern. Some classics. I never did read comics, really. I was never into comics, but I was always into the cartoons. Superman gets a haircut. Some of the stuff they came up with back then. World's Best Comics. Not much of a gamer, Paul. Mr. Burns coming in with a base comment. Super Nintendo was an excellent console. It really was. Like they've spent a long time on games since, and there's like it still holds up well. Maybe not every game on it, but some of them. We play them sometimes on the Switch. Green team wins. Green team wins. Okay. The Goonies. There's a Goonies game. Interesting. Or is that a puzzle? No, it's a game. There are some puzzles here, though. Okay. 3D puzzles, too. Tesseract, riding dinos, X-Men, G.I. Joe, Maximum Security. That sounds interesting. Oceans. Okay. The Sherlock Files. Oh, okay. The Outer Rim Jobs. Wait, that's not right. The Outer Rim, it's called. I remember that movie. It's called Star Wars Outer Rim, even. Interesting. Unfinished Business, it's called. We're Doomed. That's an interesting sounding game. A game of global panic. Poondogger, what's up? Good evening to all. So planted my cold crops 16 days ago, and they're up already. Huh. Spinach, beets, radishes, leeks, lettuce, carrots, peas. Get your cold crops in before it's too late. Don't ever go buy the seed packet for cold crops because the package says I should plant in April. Wow. Planted in February. Cold crops taste better when they're grown in the cold. Okay. Very interesting. Someone was stabbed less than a mile away. That explains the ghetto birds. What, Jess? Holy cow. The Cat in the Box. Gizmos. Okay, sounds fun. God Tier. Sounds fun. Nidavalier. Isle of Sky. Big box. Ticket to Ride right here. My Island. That sounds fun. Sounds like a survival type based game. That sounds pretty fun. Stormlight Archive. Cora. Yeah, a lot of different things. It's like you never heard of these games, but some of them could be real like gems, you know. The number. Time Story. Okay. Instead of story time, it's Time Story. Final Girl. This is what marriage looks like now. This is your final girl. She looks happy. She looks so happy. Century Spice Road next to it. Okay. And then Fit to Print. Horrified. That sounds cool. Clank. That sounds interesting. Smash Up. Live in the city. I'm used to gunshots. Yeah. So I moved out of the city. Gaming when I was a kid was play football, basketball, and basketball. Well, yeah. I mean, I played a lot outside too, Paul, but I also did a lot of games inside Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I skipped to the PlayStation, though. Went from, Nintendo to Super Nintendo, and then I didn't have another console because then a Super Nintendo was so satisfying for me that I went on to the PlayStation 1, Sony. Final Girl Players Edition. The Smash Up. And then, yeah, okay. Some of these look like very interesting for sure. Luna Crystal. Okay. Unmask. Casting Shadows. Ooh, that looks like it's called Villainous. That's a Disney game. Interesting. Micro and macro. Ooh, I like that. Micro Macro Crime City Showdown. And then you got Kingdomo. I saw that earlier. It's a winner though. It says winner, so it must be a winner. Bang, the dice game. Bang the dice game. Dubious. Dubious. I do declare. Takado Do. I don't know how to say that one. Unlock. Game Adventures. Unlock. Okay. It's like a big promotional thing they have on the wall. Nightmare Before Christmas, the game Holiday Takeover. That sounds fun. Who out there would not want to play Nightmare Before Christmas? Take over the holidays, it's called. Come on. Let me zoom in a little bit. That right there looks awesome. 2 to 6 players, ages 10 plus, 30 to 45 minute play. That's not very long. That sounds fun. You telling me to go to bed, Justin? We're not even an hour into the show. What do you mean? Or are you talking to somebody else? Oh, let me look here. Oh, yeah, I see. You're talking to someone about Atari games. Yeah. Atari. I had Atari. Okay. I should have said that one too. My bad. It wasn't such a big thing for me at that time, but we did have some Atari games. There's that Werewords game. We saw that before. I still do. I like this game, though. This could be fun. I didn't look at the back of it, but... Hey, that's my fish. Hey, that's my fish. That just seems like a fun one, you know? Ready, set, bet. Oh, for all you bettors out there. Ready, set, bet. Point salad. Interesting. Point City. Poinsettia. No, that's not right. Dixit. Waffle Time. Ooh, Waffle Time. Boom. Waffle Time. I love Atari. I played with my grandpa when I was little. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like that was sort of the beginning. Well, you had the Pong before that. Mysterium kids version. Jabberwocky. My Little Everdell. The Block Nest sounds intriguing. Old Oak Prophecy. See, most of these are for younger kids, but some of them aren't. You know. Jungle Cruise. They had Jumanji here. I think I saw Jumanji earlier, and that would be interesting. Goblet Gobblers. Interesting. Unlock for kids. Okay, so that's an adult game, and then they have the kid version. Valley of Vikings. Okay, I like that. Sounds fun. Look at all the games. I mean, those are just board games on top of all the other displays that I showed off. So, tons of fun. Potion Explosion. Interesting. Dice Torch. Minecraft, the board game. That sounds crazy. The Builder's Game. Tiny Towns. My first games. Advent Calendar. Photosynthesis. Oh, that sounds interesting. E.T., the game. That one still sounds fun. The Haunted Mansion. Okay, we saw that a few times now. And they've got the most interesting man in the world here as a spokesperson. You know, look, he's wearing their shirt. Cabbages and Kings. Cloud Spire, that sounds fun. Picture Perfect. Lizard Wizard. The Lizard Wizard. I've never heard, why did we never put those two words together? Furnace. Ooh, Furnace sounds fun. Equinox. Equinox looks awesome. The Fox Experiment. Wonders. All of these look fun. They all look like, they're not too childlike. Architects. That sounds awesome. Expeditions. Sheriff something. The Sheriff of Nottingham. That could be fun. What's that up there? Globetrotting. Catan. I've heard of Catan, actually. I don't know much about it, but I've heard the name. Frosthaven. More Star Wars. Free radicals. Okay. Clue. Got Clue there too. Yeah, some of the classics. So yeah, this is where you see some of the other board games too. Roller Coaster. Okay. Do they have Dope Wars? They wouldn't have. I don't think they would have that kind of stuff. Jess, it was a phone app game. Yeah, no, I doubt that was a thing. Jess, Dick, sit laughing. You might want to. I don't know if you're going to get in trouble for that one. What are you saying up there? These games names. Oh yeah. Some of them are fun. The play on words, Okay, so now we're back to the food. Okay, that was it for the game shop. Shouts out again to Cabbages and Kings. Cabbages and Kings Games in Peoria Heights, Illinois. They also have a website, which I have not been to. He did give me a card though. Let me see. Should be one of these. One of my top cards. But that's not what I'm seeing, so give me a second. Too many cards to go through nowadays. There it is. The least I can do is mention the website. So he's on Instagram and X and Facebook. Okay. Cabbages and Kings with the A-N-D, not with the and sign. Cabbagesandkings.games. Interesting. Let's check it out. Let's see. I've never been to a .games before. Okay, so let's pull it up. Let's show it off for a moment. All right. And we'll just go with this for a moment here. This is what I'm talking about. I want to see where we can, where I can help my local businesses on a more national scale. If they have a website like this, then we can always figure something out for anybody anywhere. Okay, so they got this. Come in to see our featured games of the week. This week, we're featuring the game Bites. It's called Bites. Interesting. So they feature different games. Bites is a strategy game for 2 to 5 players. It takes around 20 minutes. Okay. Interesting. There's more on that. So you can look at all these and kind of it'll tell you something about some of these. Sold out. Ticket to Ride. Oh, the first journey is sold out. Interesting. Cash and Guns. Cash and Guns, it's called. I like that one. Targi. Trash Pandas. That's funny. Trash Pandas and Cash and Guns. Forbidden Island sounds fun. Wow, I could get lost. Okay, I don't want to get. That's yeah. They've got quite a few on the website as well. So if you guys are looking to go check it out, that is the Cabbages and Kings.games. Very cool. Be hitting him up at some point. I did tag the store in my share earlier, so hopefully they get to see this, and I appreciate him letting me do the review there, and thank you again. So let's go on to our sponsored spotlight. Actually, we'll do a dab first, do a little intermittent dab before we get it moving. Play a little bit of background tunage, a little bit of that J Frost. I need to update or add some new tunes in here, but it's hard because I'll get copyright claimed and get a ding just for my intros every time I have an intro. So it happens. Jess going to bed. All right, Jess. Thank you for hanging out. Becca, what's up? All right, let's heat up another dab, and then we're going to check out the LeafCycle.net. LeafCycle is one of our lovely game night sponsors. But as you guys might be able to tell, I basically treat all my game night sponsors as sponsors full on. You know, it's not like they are different shows, but all of my shows support each other because it's all me. So when I talk about the sponsored spotlight, it's typically because they do offer something to my subscribers on game night, but I take that as a sponsor of my show. So we do it on a Tuesday night because I have a little more time on Tuesday nights. Do a little spotlight and kind of point out what they do and where you can go to find more stuff that they do. Find them. Good night, Jess. Thank you very much. Going over to the X, to the Twitters. You started on Kick now on Facebook. I get Kick notifications first. Paul, okay. Well, I see that you're the only one that will come over there and comment, so I appreciate you for doing that. I don't pop over there often enough to see the comments. I can't pop the chat out this way. I don't want to pop out session info. Nubs Forever. Nubs Forever. Okay. I'm not sure who that is, but if that's... Oh, man, I need to make this smaller. There we go. Pop out the chat. And then zoom in the chat. Nope. Still not enough chats over here for your chats to be seen, I guess, yet. It's okay. So we go back to the main chat. Jamie Bertone or Burton? Is it Burton? I know a Bertone. It's spelled a little differently. Okay. Cheers, Jamie. Appreciate you and Paul heading over to Kick, because honestly, Kick is another one that I have hopes for building somewhere, some way. Kick is weird. It's a little different, the way that it works and stuff, but it's a good place for my type of content because they supposedly are not biased or against the medicinal cannabis. So there's reasons why I like it, but there's also there's really no visibility. Rumble gets a lot more visibility, but I can imagine there's quite a few more. I don't know how to put it. More, definitely more religious, more conservative type people that may or may not be turned off or disgusted by watching me do this. It's funny because some of the people that I watch, some of the shows that I watch, they will make a crack here and there about cannabis. And I'm like, if I was sitting right there with you right now, I could carry on a conversation, no problem. But not every person is that way. Not every person's that way sober. So, it is what it is. Some people are driven by different things. And for me, this helps me clear my head sometimes. So you can play music on Kick. Yeah. Well, same with Rumble. Paul, I could, if we shut off Facebook right now, we could play any music that we want, and that's including. I mean, I'd play it on YouTube as well because YouTube is sort of inconsequential to me. I do use it still because it's there, but it's also the only place. It's the only place that does have a playlist option, which I like. But that's it. Anyway, I'm rambling, but my point is almost every platform allows you to play some background music, which is, copyrighted music. It's just that you're not playing it as your own, You got to keep it at somewhat of a audible where you can still talk over it. Also, Kick is not, Kick and Rumble aren't super big yet, so you'll see more copyright type stuff happen on those sites as they get bigger. That's probably natural. Get more people seeing it, more algorithms catching it, whatever it is. All right. Cheers, everyone. And we're going to get that sponsored spotlight heading on after this dab. Heading on, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Cheers. Paul, are you still there? Paul, I want to know if that the Nerd Ropes, they come in a 2-pack. Is that one rope or is that 2 ropes? Because I ate one of the 2 in the pack. Those are 2. Okay, so I did eat the whole thing. Yeah, the Eddies don't. Unfortunately, that would be the less in your face way to use the cannabis, but for some reason, this is what does it for me. All right. Different packaging. Okay. No worries on that. I'm sure. Without further ado, let's go check out our sponsored spotlight of the night. All right. We got need ropes. Oh, never mind. We just joined ropes. What's up? PFM Adventures. Nerd ropes. Yeah, nerd ropes is what they are. Is that you, Paul, over on the Twitter? Who's this? Who is this? Anyway, we're gonna go check it out. The website for leafcycle.net. We've looked at it a couple times. I haven't been there in a little bit, so let's check it out tonight. But yeah, I appreciate that Leaf Cycle is one of our sponsors that has come up to play a couple times now, I believe. So I like to see that because it's another way to get your face and name recognized out there to customers, and that's one of the values of sponsoring game night. That's not you, Paul. Okay. Yeah, who's a PFM Adventures? PFM Adventures. Should I know this? I appreciate you coming in on the X, though. Thank you very much. Yeah, they're nerd ropes. We have some of those that we can get you if you're interested in the candy. But let me share this in here. There it is. We'll just go to full screen for a minute. All right, so there's a few things. There's a couple of secret things. There's like a super secret place you can go to if you click on this logo up here. So don't forget that. 2024 community calendar coming. It's available, or no, it's available now. Okay. Remember, you can use code CERTIFIED at checkout to get yourself a discount, 15% off on this website. Certified with an SII instead of a C. So you gotta ask me about that if you have trouble. But yeah, got different keychains and engravings and hats and all the good merch stuff, but also these new different connectors that he's got to help. It's called a Versa Clip. It's kind of cool to keep your plants up in flower. I might actually try to use some of those here soon. Country Roots. Essentials holder. Got a lot of goodies here. Of course, the plant pouches. A Supreme Grow Room package. So it comes with a bunch of different things. And one of those, and I guess plant pouches plus some different connectors for $50 on sale. Alien earbuds puzzle. Okay. So yeah, that's right. He can take pictures that you send him. You have to get with him and find out the exact resolution and everything, but he can make it into a puzzle. Magic Silver Mist, curved trimmers, some more trimmers. You got all kinds of different grow supplies, of course, and you've got some medicinal use intake devices. So you just have to click on the logo there. Oh wow, okay. Thanks, Margaret, for letting me know that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here, so I'm not going to go through everything, but you guys will most certainly have something on this website that you would find that you can use the gift code for. So definitely there's always something there. So don't get discouraged if you get the same prize twice, especially on game night. Yeah, it's a lot of cool keychains and clips, alligator clips. Well, that's a trippy fabric art. I always like the color of that cup. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing that before. Yeah, so yeah, there's plenty there, and there's more pages of things if you go up here in the left and make sure that you say that you are 18 years of age, or no, 21. It says 21. Yes, we are 21. Permission granted. So you've got different things and such, if you will. Product's public release date. Tools to partake, they call it. Okay. Yeah, so you get the drift on that. We won't go too far into there. Free shipping over $100. Interesting. Very cool. All right, let's go back to me. And now back to me. So LeafCycle.net, one of our awesome sponsors now for several months. I mean, like I said, Sunday was 1 year of game night. And we've got around 16 to 20 sponsors. That most of them are every week. Some have been, in and out. We've had a few that were temporary a couple times, which is fine. All of those are fine. I'm looking for obviously more long term because I'm doing a lot on my end to help boost the sponsors as much as I can. There's a let's see, I don't know how many hours between my show going live and the next show, and I'm playing all week's episodes, on rotation on multiple sites. So that's going to be a huge boost, hopefully, to some of our sponsors, especially the ones that don't have websites and are still trying to get going. But yeah, I always want to see websites and people with established companies that are willing to put a little bit of time and effort behind somebody like me and our little game night we do on Sundays. I think he sees the value, and it's going to get nothing but better for everybody that's involved. Yeah, it would be cool to get everybody, including you, Paul. I mean, once you get to the point where you've got some kind of products like myself, I'm trying to get to that point as well, to where we can build off of it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's do another dab, and then we'll probably, I don't know, may not be on too much longer because I don't have a lot more to do other than dabs. So we'll do that. If anybody wants to come up, I guess we could do that. Nobody's usually clamoring to get up on my screen, so tomorrow, We Grow Wednesday, gonna be having a really awesome guest that is representative of a company called Singular Agronomics. I got to look up the name of the podcast because they do a farmer podcast, and that's one of the main things. That's where the podcast hosts are who we're going to have on. But I'm in talks with the company though in general, because we're going to work on other collabs, like possibly I'm going to be getting onto their show and other things like that. I don't want to let too many cats out of that bag yet, but put the cat back in the box. Have a great night. You too, Paul. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you too. Yeah, we're going to do another one and probably wrap it up. A lot of the more polished YouTube channels that do more editing or they pre-record and then edit it, and they don't do it live. You cut it down to a nice half an hour segment where you would show off a shop or whatever. But I do other things. We're gonna have a little hangout after the show here for a couple minutes. This is my hang out with other adults time. You need to try to get me grow it on here. That'd be awesome. You'll have to try it one more time, Justin. I believe you're saying that you'd like to get up on the screen sometime, or do you have a business that you want to sponsor with, or what's the? So what do you guys think of the spaceship? Mr. Growit. Mr. Growit. Is that that's your company name? Whoa. There we go. Got the spaceship a little bit bigger now. If you guys want to support me and what I'm doing, and also get in on awesome perks and all the sponsored giveaways and Hash and Dash immunity, consider going over there to my private community on locals.com. It's called the indoorfarmer.locals.com. That's not what it's called. That's the address, the indoorfarmer.locals.com. It's you can get a full year membership for less than $2 a month, which if you ask me, it's kind of low, but at this point, I'm kind of not. I don't think it would be a great idea to raise it. I got a few people that I haven't really talked to in a long time, and they're still paying $2 a month. That I don't see them ever. And then if they saw their statement go up, I feel like they might not appreciate that, But we can do it with $2 a month. Sponsors and awesome subscribers, playing in game night, and coming through and showing the love throughout the week. Oh, geez, as I throw things again. Cheers, everybody. Oh, I understand now. Oh, this is cool. I didn't see this before. I can push buttons on my countertop. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop. All right. Anybody have any good topic ideas for people in the boxes? Cheers, Alan. Florida hippie dude in the house. Cheers, brother. Well, I hope everybody has a good rest of your night. It's been a good review. Maybe we should do an after show and play some tunes and let's see. I could shut off one of them. Which one? You guys let me know. Which one should we shut off? We could shut off Facebook, go over to Rumble, have a Rumble after party, listen to whatever tunes we want to listen to. Or could probably do that on X, but not as many of my fans have X. Rolling up some Northern Lights. See, you're just rolling up, Alan. We should do a little after sesh after the review episode is shut down. We could go to locals. Let's see where we're at. We've got 9 people on my page, 1 person in my group, 1 person on Twitch. 19 people came through on X, though. Cheers to the X folks. Who do we got over on Rumble? Let's go check it out. 10 awesome people watching on Rumble. Why am I not seeing... Okay. Well, now. Oh, I can take this out of the shot now. It's not the centerpiece, as it were. What do you guys think? Anybody interested? We've got 20 people watching right now. We'll just get going for now. And if I want to come up live on my phone or something, I'll do that later. But you guys have a good night. Let me close this here and go find the outro, which I still haven't fixed yet. Thanks everybody for watching, and make sure if you haven't yet, hit that like button. And if you're watching the replay over on Rumble and X and Kick and Twitch, then please hit the like button. If you guys haven't yet, if you didn't know that, in between live streams, I should be playing a replay. If you pop in and you say hi, who knows? I might actually be in the comments watching here and there, because sometimes I'll be sitting here with it playing as I'm hanging out doing work on my computer. Sometimes it's because I just can't stand the I'll be watching it and just cringing at some of the stuff I do and say. So I'm like, maybe this will help me out. But I'm also watching to see if there's people watching the replay, because sometimes I'll pop in, there's 10, 20 people watching on Rumble, the replay. So I appreciate that. And I hope that you guys too do too. Good night, Margaret. Good night, everybody. Please tip your waiters and drive safely. Thanks again. And don't forget the indoorfarm.locals.com. But also don't forget, every single person on the planet has to eat, guys. Has to eat. Good night, everybody.